Hey YouTube, it's Hair BMW. This is my unshaven weekend attire, but thought I'd give you an update on where I am with my new project, my 06 330i. So literally spent the entire weekend and sort of tried to give it an initial detail and try and figure out what, if anything, was wrong or missing. I knew the car wasn't perfect, so thought I'd give you a tour around now and just sort of let you see the before and the after, although the before was in the garage and it was pretty dark in a black car, so I'm not sure how much of it showed up. But anyway, show you around. It's all pretty much cleaned up really well. Didn't really find too much under here that I believe is a problem. Did find that this other stud was just sitting in there, so that's my power steering, so I'm gonna have to rig that up so that it's a bit more stable. And the stud appears to be pressed in, so it may mean a new bracket rather than new power steering pump. But other than that, I was pleasantly surprised to see that all the filters in here, cabin filters, everything had been replaced. They were all brand new. And I'd noticed that I'd had a problem with the washer fluid here, and when I put washer fluid in, it came running out right here and dripped over. So clearly there's a problem with the canister. I haven't gotten my new Bentley yet, but it's fair to assume that the line goes down and comes in, so the reservoir must be in here, and it's either got a hole in it or there's a hose off or something. Not entirely sure, but you know, it's a black car and it's in pretty good shape. I mentioned before, not perfect. Didn't want a perfect car because my intention is to try and learn how to do color correction, but really what it needs right now more than anything is a good coat of wax, because it's got that dealer crap they put on it when they detail it while you're waiting to pick it up, and you know, it's terrible. But by and large, the car turned out pretty well. And you know, there's a bunch of little issues. I do need to I wanted to take the underhood mat off, and all of these little fasteners are mimicked up, and I may just get new fasteners, and then when I do that is take the mat off. I may just get a whole new mat and fasteners. I don't really know. The interior, I suspect that possibly what happened was when all of this carbon fiber trim was done by whoever did it, I think they might have tried to do the whole center console, and it clearly didn't work. I took all this out. This was all broken. I was afraid it was completely broken, but when I took it apart, I was able to just put all the pieces back together, and it works really well. The ashtray works fine, but you can see that this had an unbelievable gunk, sticky. It's still up here. You can scrape it with your fingernail. It's just terrible. So I'm fairly certain that the idea I'm going to have to pursue is to just get a whole new console. That's not going to be cheap. This bezel, if I can find one of those in black, I may start with that, because really it's just the sides, which are next to the bolsters of the seat, which are the worst. And you know, I don't know, we'll see. But the interior is good. I noticed that when the sunroof closes, it doesn't bring the shade back. I do have some grease spots. There's one there. There's one there where a garage door opener, I think, was, which is odd because it's got the built-in garage door openers that you can program. But both the sun visors are discolored. you know, from use, hands, whatever. So I may try and clean them up. I may try and just replace them. I'll have to wait and see. But, you know, basically everything is in good shape. Here, actually on both sides, these strips along here, there's a little plastic rectangular receiver that goes in, and 2 of them are broken. The other 3 are, you know, pretty badly messed up. And same sort of thing on the passenger side. But by and large, really, the car's in, sorry about that, the car's in good shape. The iDrive works beautifully. It's interesting that BMW offers something called carbon fiber trim, which, as near as I can see on the internet, looks exactly like this does. So I don't think that this is a kit, because this is a soft material. But the more I look at it, the more I think it was either professionally done or done really, really well. And because there are a few places you can see, well, it's kind of hard to see, but right here, there's a tail that's come loose. Same thing on the other side, but, you know, not really very bad at all. And the other project that I undertook in hopes of repairing it was this passenger side drink holder. And what I sort of feared turned out to be the case. It was gunked up with all kinds of clearly soda or some sticky residue. And what had happened was, at some point somebody tried to shove it in, and a bunch of the pieces were broken. And either at the same time or when somebody tried to fool with it, when you take this garnish panel off, there's a screw right here. And as soon as I turned the screw, all of the plastic from the center of the receiver around, all of it just fell out on the floor. So somebody had it out and had mimicked it up, you know, pretty badly. And that's okay. So I need to get a new one of these. This one works just fine. I took it out, cleaned it, put it all back together, and it works just fine. So, and I didn't realize it initially till I was looking for them, but they've got a little fascia panel on them, and it's actually missing here. So, you know, the car's in good shape. It's a project. It's what I wanted. Much more convenient. And quite frankly, truth be told, with the exception of the roof being down, it's every bit as much fun to drive as that Z3 was. This has got a I don't have up in my desk, I have all the information, but it's got the sport package and touring package, and I don't know, it's got a whole bunch of different things. So you know, I've got bits and pieces. This is the piece that came off of the power steering. You can see it's just sheared right off, and they just set it back in. That's not atypical. And just trying to make my list of parts that I've got to pick up. So that's about it for now, YouTube. I'm going to put this up in hopefully a day or so. And again, as I want to do, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spring day in eastern North Carolina. We had a horrible winter, just absolutely horrible. And you can see the leaves are coming out, and the wind is just a nice little breeze. So in another week we're going to be fully into spring, and glad of it. So hope it's getting better where everybody else is. I know it's probably still a little cold up in the north, but it's getting good here. So that's it. Take care.